Alex, you've been through this before. Just how does the intensity crank up these last few months before the World Cup?
Yeah, obviously, just the pressure for each player to perform every day gets bigger, and then just fine tuning things, going through, you know, everything from set pieces a little more at training to film more frequently and looking at the way that we're going to play and how we can apply that to the way we're playing at the World Cup and the teams we could face at the World Cup. So there's a lot more attention on the World Cup. The words World Cup probably get brought up at least 5 times a day. But it's a good thing because this is what we work for our entire lives. And definitely every 4 years, it ramps up those few months before. And this is the last camp before the roster's announced. So obviously it's a really big, exciting one for us right now.
Ireland's World Cup competition, what kind of challenge do they present?
Yeah, Ireland's going to be extremely organized. They don't let in a lot of goals. They are just really good defensively. Like they don't let teams get past their block. They primarily play, five backs, so that's just harder to break down in general. So we're going to see teams like that, I'm sure, in World Cup, if not Ireland themselves. So it'll just be a really good game for us in preparation for that.
I'm sorry, when you were in the WSL, did you come up against any of the Irish players?
Yeah, I actually played with Lucy Quinn. She actually just reached out to me yesterday, so looking forward to seeing her. And then obviously Denise O'Sullivan, which I play against in the NWSL. I'm very familiar with her. She's a big leader for North Carolina, and they have quite a few other big name players, but those are definitely the two that I have crossed paths with.
Have you noticed Katie McCabe was a doubt, we thought, because she was injured for Arsenal, then came back and scored a great goal, and they're in the Champions League semi-finals.
Yeah, not surprised. I mean, she's had a great career for herself, both with Ireland and on the club level, and she's definitely one of their biggest names and biggest threats for us.
It's a special night for Denise O'Sullivan because she'll be earning her 100th cap for Ireland, which
Oh,
is quite a
okay.
big deal.
I didn't know that. That's definitely an incredible accomplishment. It's always exciting to get to triple digits and to be honored. So I hope that Ireland is celebrating her in a special way.
And from an American point of view, you're standing on the brink of greatness. To win a World Cup 3 times on the spin would be an incredible achievement.
We are focusing right now on just doing all the preparations we can to be ready for the World Cup. For a lot of us, for some of us, it's our fourth go, third, second, first. It's kind of all over the map, but we have 4 stars right now, and we're just hoping to get a fifth one.
Alex, you mentioned there that Ireland are hard to break down, but you must believe you've got the players to break them down defensively.
I think we have a lot of creative players. We've worked really hard on how we can break them down, but yeah, this team is special. I feel like we have the players in place to use our creativity this game, but it all has to come together. We've been training. I think we've had 3 training sessions together so far, so hopefully we can pick up where we left off back a couple months ago with She Believes Cup.
You talked about having, those players forced for going 3 years, 2 years, 1 year. There's a huge mixture within that. If you could say a few words about where this team stands and kind of like how you guys put together, what you guys are trying to do, make a statement in these 2 upcoming finals.
Yeah, absolutely. These are just really good friendlies for us to continue to get momentum moving into the World Cup. In our last couple of games in the U.S. before we go over to Australia and New Zealand, and there is definitely a mix of players from more veteran and experience to a little inexperienced to 1 or 2 major tournaments, or 5 or 6 to none. But there's some players that have made their mark in such a short period of time. I mean, you look at Trinity Rodman, Sophia Smith, Naomi Girma, like those are just a couple of the players that have already shown that they belong and will be here for many, many years. So it's exciting to see what they can do in a World Cup and how they can really be a huge factor in us being successful this summer.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.